best way to study is to talk to people in your module. I think that like ideas often come to the surface when you're sort of discussing them, as opposed to sort of being kind of locked in with yourself. So I guess my biggest study tip is to like chat with people and make it as collaborative as possible.
One of the biggest tips I can give is be at the lectures in person. It helps so much to interact with the lecturers once they're done.
I sit at home and I go back over every tutorial I've done over the last year and redo them, even if I sit with the answers. It's just going over everything I've learned so I know exactly what they're going to ask questions about usually.
Try and do little and often, but also take lots of breaks, because if you sat there for like 4 hours not taking breaks, that's just not good. You're not going to be productive.
I really like writing all my stuff out, so I've got a lot of equations to try and remember, so like writing them out, getting my friends to test them on me. I like that.
I'd say I'm quite a visual learner, so ensuring that I use different colours in order to differentiate between points and different subjects that I'm studying, really helpful.
You don't try to study for more than 20 minutes at a time, and make sure you take short breaks between studies. So that's always worked well for me. Also going for walks for a little bit also does wonders, and eating well and sleeping well.
I'd say take breaks, like make sure that when you're timing yourself you take breaks, because if you try to marathon it, by the end of it you might be reading the words but you're not taking anything in. It's not going to help you in the exam.
I usually use flashcards and I like to use lecture recordings just so I can listen to everything again and kind of understand it better. But yeah, my main form is flashcards, a lot of highlighting and reading basically.
Paraphrase, not trying to learn it all. I've definitely learned that the hard way. Looking at all the numbers and words, just like it's so overwhelming. So like paraphrasing and like taking bullet points are the most important parts.
Do the tutorial and example class questions on time. Just don't leave it to the very last minute.
Try and make as many notes as possible during lectures. So I use their PowerPoints and make notes on them. And then when I get home, I just try and go through every single lecture as best I can. So I look, cover, repeat, and then just try and basically just memorize as much as I can. So that's it.
I don't know, just do what fits you. I don't write notes, I just photocopy everything. Some people like writing notes, it's different for everyone.
My biggest study tip is don't underestimate the importance of flashcards. They'll always come into use a lot more than you think they will.
Flashcards, a lot of flashcards. Definitely it's the best way to memorise all the material.
Yeah, we use Brainscape a lot. The app is a godsend.
Yeah.
I work best by making flashcards and mind maps of like my different areas of study, and then I go back and look over them.
I would recommend using flashcards. They're so helpful and they're just so easy to learn definitions, which in chemistry is pretty important, and calculations you can just do them step by step.
Do flashcards after every lecture with definitions and important things in chemistry, and for maths do the tutorial questions we have to do every week. And then after get them checked from the teacher, just do them again and try many times until we get it.